to keep order in the court when she co-hosted The View. Now she is back and she's rocking the judge's robe on Divorce Court. Take a look.
I received a scholarship through my job.
Did you go back to school?
Yes, I did.
Bravo!
Like everybody at my job showed up. My kids showed up. Where was he?
Why were you not there, sir?
I was busy. I was talking.
There is nothing that should have stopped you unless you were getting a kidney transplant.
Please welcome Star Jones. Star, I am so excited you are here.
Oh, bravo, Sherri. I'm so happy for you. This is wonderful. Isn't it great? Oh, my God. I'm so happy. I can cry.
I am as happy for you as you are for me. And I told the story. Melba came on here. Melba from Melba's restaurant in Harlem. And I told the story of how I walked in and the DJ said, Star Jones is in the house. Which happens to me all the time. I'm very honored.
It happens to me all the time.
Really?
In the airport, there's nothing funnier than to have somebody go, oh, girl, how you doing, Sherri? I said, different Black View girl, okay? But pretty much the same, though. That's all right. I mean, it's an honor. Beautiful, smart, funny. I'm okay with being that person.
Well, I'm thankful, too. Now, I loved it because you came back and we're both co-hosts of The View.
Yes, indeed.
And I remember when I came on the show, before I came on, I was doing 30 Rock, the show 30 Rock, and they said, Star Jones is on the phone. And I said, oh my God, what did I do? And you got on the phone and you gave me the best advice, which was to be myself. And she said, I'm not going to give you my experience of working with anybody because you have to have your own experience. And you said to me, don't try to fill my shoes. You fill your own shoes. And I've always taken that with me.
Because, I mean, I'm such an encourager of other women. I think you know that.
Yes.
When another woman succeeds, I see that as my success also. I also believe when you have a seat at the table, you're supposed to scooch over and make room for some other people. That's just how I was raised. And when you're going to go on and do some more things, I just cheer you on. It's like, look at my sister. She better go. That's me.
Star, and that's why I love you so much. And I love watching you. And I saw you back on The View with the OGs.
Yes.
You were with Joy Behar, Meredith Vieira, and Debbie Montopoulos.
That's
it was the OGs back together. What was that like, girl?
I have to tell you, everybody wants to be a fly on the wall when we all get together because it's really as if we never left the table.
Yeah.
We are gossiping with each other. We are trash talking everybody else around us. We talk about hot topics still. We still argue and disagree. The thing that makes it so funny is we have the ability to disagree without being disagreeable.
Yes.
We've never been disagreeable with each other on air. And we miss Barbara. We really miss Barbara because she could trash talk with the best of them. Mm-hmm. But these OGs, let me be clear. There's ups and downs on The View. You know that better than anyone, right?
Yes.
We can talk about each other, but nobody else
can.
Because
that's how it was.
That's how we do it.
That's how it. And that's what Barbara never let anybody talk about us.
No.
She came and she defended us to the death, and that's what I loved about Barbara.
Absolutely. She really brought diversity, put it on the front burner. That said that, no matter what skin color you were, what size you were, your opinion mattered. She really made that important way back in 1997 when I started, Black Don't Crack.
You better tell somebody. And not only does Black Don't Crack, your smile doesn't crack because you are celebrating your 4th year being married to Ricardo. Yes, she is. And that smile has been... Let me tell you something. I follow you on Instagram, and you never stop smiling. You're Ricardo. How is married life for you?
Sherri, it's everything that I ever wanted. I always wanted to be a wife. I didn't know I wanted to be a mother. That's the greatest gift. I always say that I couldn't give my Jake the... They say that's my baby. I couldn't give Jake the gift of life, but because I married Ricardo, he gave me the gift of Jake. And so I'm a mom. I have this kind, wonderful Sherri. While I was backstage, he actually sent me a text and said, "I'm off today, babe. I just booked us in Hilton Head."
Okay.
Just kindness out of the blue. And my late mom, would be very annoyed with me. She heard me say that because she said, "You don't have to tell people he's kind. It's what you deserve."
That's right.
So that's why I'm smiling. What is it?
It's so funny because every time I see you in any video, you're like a little girl in love. And with Jake being 17, and I've seen this relationship. Now, my son Jeffrey is 17. Now, I don't know. Tell me what happens with Jake. Jeffrey, there's some days he's moody, where he don't like me. Some days he can't get enough of me. How is Jake with you?
Maybe because I'm his bonus mom.
Okay.
This may be the sweetest, kindest kid I've ever met. Really and truly. When he came to me before we got married, he says, I'm not going to be comfortable just calling you Star, so I need to come up with my own name for you, and I'm Noni.
Oh.
So he came up with Noni. We took vows to each other during our wedding.
Really?
We married each other also because we're going to be a family. And this kid, he treats me with love and respect, but I got to tell you, that's his daddy. That's his daddy. His dad is the one that raised him to be that kind of young man. I don't carry no bags when I come home from the grocery store. You want me to tell you what your little nephew said? Jake said, "What? You don't carry bags, Noni. That's why you have a son."
That you are so happy, and I am happy because I'm watching you every day on your new show. You're the host and the judge on Divorce Court.
Oh yeah,
I have watched. Look at this, sexy woman with a gavel.
Girl, they're trying to make me into the judicial black Barbie up in this big.
Well, honey, you coming with it right there. Now, you were married and you were happy. I didn't know you wanted to go back to TV.
And I was doing political strategy and philanthropy and business and all of that stuff, leading public companies. But I got a phone call. That often happens to me. I got a phone call on my way to Italy to give a speech on urban planning. And they said that this might be a possibility, but I can take you back a little bit. Your executive producer, our friend, John
Murray,
your executive producer, our good friend, called me 2.5 years ago and said, "I think they might be making a change on Divorce Court. You might need to talk to them."
Wow.
I had a meeting. Somebody else had already gotten the job. But 2.5 years later, because John told me to go over there, I'm here. That is a true story. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And I have to tell you,
that's who he is.
John Murray, that's who he is. And when I was offered a talk show, I said I would not take this journey without John Murray. So that's who John Murray is.
But it's so interesting that he has attracted this kind of friendship and love, and I think that's because that's the young man that he is. So that's what I'm going to say. But I have to tell you, Divorce Court, 24 seasons in. This is the longest running court show on television.
Wow.
And I am the third African-American woman to hold that gavel and sit behind that bench. I'm so honored to come behind those women, but I get to make it my own.
You do.
Hey, Sherri, I hope I made you proud.
That's why I watch you every day. I sit there and I watch you. I'm sitting on my couch going, "You better go on, Star." But tell me something. When people come on the court, it's couples fight.
Yeah.
What's the most common reason that they come on the show?
You know, Sherri, it's interesting. I did 180 episodes for this season, but there's one universal truth. People come on because they want to be heard for the first time. They feel like their partner is not listening to them. They may have been having an affair. They may have some trust issues. They may be clocking their whereabouts. They may have slept with their sister and their sister's brother.
It all goes down, huh?
Okay? All kinds of things. They may have some addiction, but no one has been listening to them say, "I'm not happy and things need to change." And Judge Starr gets to provide that. And I also tell you some hard truths. I hold people accountable. You know, in our culture right now, people think they could just say, "I screwed up, I'm sorry," but you're supposed to accept it. No. Sometimes I'm sorry is not enough.
Right.
Sometimes you have to say, "You know what? I appreciate your apology, but my needs have changed, and that's not working for me.
Ooh, I love it. And you say it with that face too. Now I want to ask you in your relationship, because I just love watching you and Ricardo and how you've evolved in your relationship at home, because you're the business person. When you step out, you are the boss. Who's the judge in the relationship? Like right here, you and Ricardo.
It's interesting because I played a judge on television. He actually is an administrative law judge, okay?
Really?
So, but, you know, I get to run stuff in my own life, in my own career. When I come home, I want my husband to be in charge. I really do. I don't want to... I'm secure enough in myself that I can go tag her in, and more importantly, he's secure enough in himself to take it all on. And he is so wonderful in that regard. My dad does that in my home, and I can legitimately say my father raised the bar so high. I'm so grateful that I found somebody tall enough to reach it.
Oh! Star Jones, you always drop these nuggets that I love.
Girl, you know.
I want to thank you for being here. Divorce Court airs weekdays. Check your local listings. And up next, inventor Manny Benedetto is here with his unnecessary inventions. We'll be right back.